Republicans understand that this year's midterms are going to be really bad for them. And of course, with this past weekend's launch of the war with Iran, it's going to be even worse for them. But fear not, because Republicans have a plan to win the American electorate back over to their side. Republican Senators Ted Cruz and Tim Scott have come up with a brilliant plan that nobody's ever thought of before. That's definitely going to get working class people back for the Republican Party. And it is to, get this, cut taxes for the wealthy elite. That's their plan. Now, granted, we had the one big beautiful bill last summer that made permanent the $3 trillion in tax cuts for the wealthy elite, but that wasn't good enough, right? There's poor wealthy people still paying too much in taxes, but Congress can't get their act together and pass any legislation to extend more tax cuts, create new tax cuts, any of that. So Ted Cruz and Tim Scott sent a letter to the United States Treasury, effectively asking them to illegally, because they do not have the authority to do this, cut taxes again for the wealthy elite by reducing capital gains taxes. You know, those capital gains taxes that you and I pay like every couple of days. Oh God, because we're just all so busy selling stocks or selling assets and homes, you know, things normal, average, everyday working class Americans do. No, that while that is done, of course, by people of all income levels, it is primarily, and I mean the vast, vast majority of it, done by those in the top 1%. So the letter from Cruz and Scott to the Treasury says, hey, you don't need Congress to cut taxes. You guys can just reduce capital gains taxes, and that'll save $200 billion a year because it's just not fair that people are paying so much in capital gains taxes. Congress has the power of the purse. Congress has the power to tax and reduce taxes. The Treasury Department does not. So not only are they asking for something to be done that would not benefit 99% of the public, they're also asking for it to be done illegally. Now, you see, this is the kind of thing that to me just screams out Democrats put this in a campaign ad yesterday. Because the Democrats need to be out there, and I know there's a lot of stuff to talk about because everything's a distraction from everything else, but the economy and the fact that the Republicans are only fighting, obviously, for the wealthy elite needs to take center stage. Because when people go to the polls in November, you know what's going to happen? They're not going to vote based on Iran. And when I say they, I mean the majority of people. Some folks absolutely will. But the majority of people are going to vote based on their own bank accounts. The majority of people will not be voting based on the Epstein files not coming out or being heavily redacted or who's in them. They will be voting. When it comes down to it, they will be voting on economic issues. So I think the fact that these two Republicans, Ted Cruz and Tim Scott, are asking the Treasury to illegally cut taxes again for millionaires and billionaires, I think that needs to be a top story in the world right now. To show the American public once again that when the Republicans think you're not looking because you're distracted by all of these other things, they're once again trying to cut taxes for the wealthy elite. Why? Because at the end of the day, that is the only thing the Republican Party of the United States of America knows how to do. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.